welcome everyone. Today it's volleyball and it's senior volleyball here at East Brunswick High School, senior recognition. And the Bears are taking on the John F. Kennedy Mustangs in the game right before the seeding meeting of the GMC and certainly the start of the tournament. It's a crossover game, but it's senior night. Felix, you weren't here. It wasn't too long ago when you were here. I'd like you to reflect on your thoughts of it way back then. And we may get interrupted by the introduction. So
sure.
We'll have to hold that thought. But
Good afternoon, ladies
up,
and gentlemen.
and there we go. That's Mr. Alexander.
For Volleyball Senior Day 2024. Today's contest is between the JFK Mustangs and your East Brunswick Bears. This afternoon we honor our departing seniors who have experienced success both on and off the court over the past several seasons. Their actions have affected not only their teammates, but their coaches, the fans, the community, and their families in a positive way. They have also helped maintain the pride that East Brunswick High School takes in its athletic program. We would also like to thank the family and friends who have been supportive the entire time alongside our athletes. Congratulations and good luck.
Senior night, very, very special.
Here we go, senior night.
And now on to our seniors. First, we have Brian Hennessy, escorted by Michael.
Okay, probably the most well-known of our volleyball players right now, statewide. You coached him as a freshman, or did he jump past you?
Yeah, so I got a quick look at him, and he jumped past me, actually. So, but that's a good problem to have. And
Right.
And Brian's really just a great leader of the team. He puts a lot on his shoulders, and you'll see those shoulders in action in today's game.
And it shows you can be a starter and a standout in two sports.
Yeah, and we have Darsh here, and he's a newer member of the volleyball team, so joining us as a senior, as a middle blocker, and we're glad to have him. He's quickly adapted.
And what that tells you is that, hey, try out. You never know what's going to happen. People develop, they get better. Sometimes it's a transfer kid, and sometimes you develop better. Number 30?
Yeah, we have Ethan Lee. Ethan played for me, and Ethan, from the get-go, had a lot of intensity. He's a lefty. He's an opposite hitter, and just plays really with a lot of passion. Loves to take a nice hard approach every single time he goes up to hit. So hopefully we'll see a couple bounced balls today from Ethan.
Next we have Justin Pember, escorted by Laura Pember.
And Justin Pember was another player of mine, also a middle blocker. And I know he has an older brother that also played volleyball, so that kind of got him involved in the game. So it's a family affair with him and his family. They love the sport. Also just really, really engaged player, great coachable player.
Right. Well, with most high school sports, that it is if the parent is
And last, but certainly not least,
fan
the
of the
backbone
sport,
of our
they
program,
certainly
we have senior
will
managers
get involved. And
Stephanie
just
Fang
prove that
and
fact right
Selena
there.
Stanley.
Okay.
We got some
Selena,
managers.
Unsung
Heroes.
We got Selena, who is a senior, just a wonderful kid,
And Stephanie.
And Stephanie, and you just, as an athletic director and as a coach, the work that they bring to not the work, but the cooperation and the help they do behind the scenes, the unsung heroes of any.
And they both play for
Right.
East Brunswick.
Which
so
is really, 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 really cool.
I like the mutual support from the spring to the fall. I love it.
Right. So you can't see on the big screen, but what you see is a team picture of all the seniors out there. Coach Patera orchestrating the adjusting the balloons. That's important, having those balloons out there. Just kidding. But anyway, so yeah, seniors, it's always a bit, to me, right, bittersweet. You remember your senior game? Who'd you play and how did you do? How about that for putting you on the spot?
I don't remember if I could tell you the exact game it was. All I remember was I got some cool swag afterwards. So I do appreciate a nice zippered, sweatsuit I think I got with my name embroidered on it, which I still have.
Well, our booster clubs, they're very generous to the players. And they, as Coach Alexander pointed out, they should be recognized, and thank you. Okay, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We're back, and once again, I'm Frank Noppenberger. I'm your host, and I'm joined by Felix Volyand, outstanding athlete for the Bears, outstanding coach, and now also involved in refereeing, which is great, because if anyone's ever interested in getting involved in the sport, the referee, just call Frank Malta. We need officials. We need especially good officials like Felix here. Okay,
thank you,
so
Frank.
Felix,
yes,
it's my pleasure. And I will thank you later, but thank you for helping out and creating memories for the coaches and the parents and certainly the kids. So the GMC is divided into three divisions, and with the red being the most powerful, which the Bears are in.
Right.
So the Bears are in like 6th place in the red division.
Yeah.
And they dominate, the red division dominates the tournament. So we're playing a team that's in 3rd place in the white division.
Number 16,
they're winless against teams from the red division.
Number 13,
and it's a game we should win. And maybe that's what Coach Malta,
Senior,
Mr.
number
Malta, and
35,
Coach Patera were thinking about when they scheduled this game. Because
Senior,
it's a
number
senior,
19,
it's a tough night for everyone. You want to win the game, but you want to recognize the senior.
Senior, number 30,
Yeah.
And we've already met them. They're being introduced as we speak.
and senior, number 10, Justin Pember.
And Pember coming out as a senior here.
Usually doesn't start, but a great move on Coach Patera's to give them a start. They invite the crowd. We have a good crowd over there. Pags will focus in on that shortly. So we're talking about Kennedy. You know, they're 7-5 in their division.
Mm-hmm.
And all their wins were beneath them, which would be Woodbridge, North Brunswick, New Brunswick, Perth. And, they have no wins above people ahead of them, including the red division. So it's a game we should win. And the people from the GMC have decided, let's put the best teams in the red division. I can equate that to the Big Ten in football. At Rutgers, where you got to play Ohio State, Penn State.
The only shot we have is Maryland, Michigan. And that's a outside chance.
And they're good. So the problem is, so we decided to put all those good teams in those power teams, and it changes every year.
Yeah, it's tough for East Brunswick going up 4-time state champion.
Right,
Old Bridge twice, no matter what, and then some other powerhouses in our red division.
This year, the teams that will be seated ahead of us because of their overall record. Colonia, South Brunswick, we beat them. Okay, we took St. Joe's to 3, but Monroe beat us in 2, Old Bridge beat us in 2. But so some of those schools we can compete against. And so
first serve out. Yep.
That we should win, and we want to just make sure the parents, everyone understood this. And as a matter of fact, tonight will be a preliminary seeding of the tournament. This tournament will be seeded tomorrow, and then everyone will get notified by noon, I'm sure. And I see the Bears, just a prediction, the Bears will be opening up with Woodbridge. If not Woodbridge, it could be Kennedy again. I doubt it. It could be Kennedy again.
Yeah.
or Woodbridge or North Brunswick.
So, just like in any sport, the expression I like to use is the ball could bounce one way one day, it could bounce the other another day. So you got to play the game, you got to stay disciplined, focused.
Absolutely. And now, Kennedy would have to play really, really errorless. And
Yeah.
the Bears would have to play poorly. And I hope we didn't jinx ourselves.
Yeah, of course. But there's that Ethan at our opposite, really putting a great hit together to start his attack.
Right. And to go back to it, I think the Bears, you readjust your goals. And maybe their goal is to get to the semifinals.
Right.
And statewide, they'll be seeded well because of power points. The teams they played, like St. Joe's and Old Bridge, will give them some residual points.
Yeah, all the power points they get. Ethan goes for another big swing, but this one goes long. And again, off to a little shaky start.
Right.
They're kind of getting a feel for the game at the moment here. Working on some kinks as Darsh gets his own cover. And Ethan going up real strong here to put that point down over that block across.
And as a person who coached freshman athletes, and freshmen think they would do, if you know you should beat the team, do you go out with the same intensity as a team that you really want to beat because you've never played them before?
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to motivate the players if they are overconfident, and you don't want to play down against anybody.
Right.
So regardless, and volleyball in particular, you can get into that bad zone, that bad momentum where you're playing down a level because of your opponent.
Yeah, you don't want to lose a game, you should win. The 50-50 games, okay.
Yeah, it could go either way.
So as you see the scoreboard, it's 4-4 now, I think.
Yep, 4-4 tied up. Again,
so we'll get back to the game.
Yeah, some unforced errors here, but going back to what you're talking about, Frank, it's tough because you want to keep the kids inspired. You want to keep them fiery. Right. You want to keep them motivated, and really not an easy task to do when there's not much on the line, when there's maybe a little bit of a overconfidence going on. So you want to stay disciplined. And again,
it's not a rivalry. It's not an elimination tournament.
Yep.
And it's in the game that you should win.
Yeah, and you want to get the players reps you could get.
Especially the seniors.
Yep. Right. Daniel back to serve for us. And again, they have a big middle up there who's taking a big swing, number 2, getting up there. So keep an eye on him.
Hit the net there, under the net, hit the net.
Yeah, I think his arm swing just followed through too much into the net, and they called him on a net violation. Daniel with his second serve. Libero with a good pass over here. Ooh. Deep corner spike from their outside hitter off of a 4-ball.
Well, they seem to be doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Setting the ball, not just hitting it over. Setting the guy they want to
Nobody's going to lie down. Nobody. And again, white division, red division, all good teams that have good coaching, and they could string together a couple plays like that with 2 big blockers.
They're all pumped up for hitting. Blocking Hennessy.
Of course. Yeah, we got to play not so much power, but maybe a little finesse too. Toss it in there. And there's Justin Pember's first swing of the game. And they can't return that over, trying to be a little too cute with the ball.
Well said.
Yep. A little too tricky as Dylan comes out for our other senior middle, Darsh. And we'll see if he can get a block on the other side there as it's 7-7. Okay. Great cover from Justin, our senior back there. And that might be an overpass. Brian puts that over.
Yeah. I think Brian woke up.
He doesn't want to get blocked
'Cause
again,
there
that's
were-
for
there were
sure.
2 monster shots he decided there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went up there. He saw that coming well before it happened. Okay, that's not the greatest pass. Let's see if we can convert here. Again, out of system without the setter setting. They're able to keep it alive. Free ball. Great pass from Ethan. Lefty. Are we calling that in or out? Did it hit the back line there?
How about their coach?
Yeah.
Their coach
Called it in
looked
for
at
them.
the ref, and the ref looked at him, and he called it in. How
Yeah.
about that for, sportsmanship? Figuring playing the Bears, you tie game,
Yep.
and
Still holding his guns. Great
right.
admiration for that kind of play. And again, kind of a little bit of a sloppy
Yeah.
serve receive there, as Coach Portera agrees, because he stepped up to have a little conversation there
See?
about staying behind the ball
So-
when he's hitting.
So I'm sure as a coach, what he's saying is, we're not playing our game.
Yeah, that's
We're
not what you want to
playing
see.
a game, because our next game could be an elimination game,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And that's it.
you can't get in bad habits.
Correct.
You got to stay sharp.
Yeah. And you give the teams opportunities to
Called that in.
we called it in. Not sure about that one, but that's okay.
Usually you, Coach Rutz and/or Melissa Rutz, you're up here with me, and you guys can see that a lot better than me. But I
Yeah.
thought it was out.
Little trick I use is the line judge, their feet should be right on the line. So you use their body as a reference point. Okay, Brian trying to push that placement towards the line with a handset
Oh,
and
timeout.
misses.
So we don't have him on a mic. But
Yeah.
What do you think he's saying now?
Oh, yeah, well, it's on us, right?
Oh.
We are making the unforced errors and giving away points, and
Right.
they're not earning them, right? So we've had a couple free ball chances. We've had some good passes from serve receive, and we're hitting the ball out. We're freeing it out of bounds. We're not playing with the intensity that we should be playing. We're playing a little down right now. So,
And if you look in the huddle there, not to interrupt you, I apologize.
yeah, no, it's good.
It's not that he's scolding them, because I see a lot of teeth from the opponent or players there,
Yep,
smiling. So maybe he's using his sense of
a little
humor.
comedy.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And, there's a way to deliver the message. Coach Portera does a great job in timeouts with his communication. And again, it's tough. You're dealing with seniors, junior high school kids, and some of them are really mature. Some of them aren't, and you've got to deal with all different types of personalities.
And to add to it, very seldom does he call a timeout and uses the allotted time.
During the timeout.
Yeah. This time he took it to the end.
He used the time. And again, the timeout worked. We called it, in volleyball, we call it getting high schooled. When you call a timeout and then the server serves it out.
Oh. Nice.
You're
Didn't
icing
you
'em.
gave me another expression last
Yeah.
week. You gave me one. I'll think of it in a minute.
All right. But yeah, they got a touch on the block there, and as it went out of bounds.
That
So
makes it.
they're up by 2 points here, 12-10. And again, we have Brian passing right, so he's got to hit back at opposite. Although that serve went way out of bounds.
It's like that baseball movie.
Yep.
That's a little outside. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob Uecker, whoever, yeah.
Yeah, it's out of here. And Brian gets a little redemption here. His first serve was not successful. As his second serve, also not successful. But I do like the aggressiveness, but also the first one not going in the net. Let it go over the net. All right, Brian with a great serve receive, though. Darsh goes up to try to hit that one, and they're able to dig it. It goes to their outside hitter with a nice, easy pass for Brian. Setting with a tip. Again, a little finesse to change things
Good
up.
effort by number 42. He read it, was just a little late getting there.
Oh, yeah. And again, just smart play from Ethan, kind of doing a little change up. And it's depth variation. So he's changing not just the speed of the ball, but he's placing it shorter.
Right.
And that trips up a lot of players. Okay, Kevin, beautiful, nice high pass. And a pipe to Brian. I believe they're calling a... Well, I don't know if the refs are in agreement here. Let's see. I think they're calling it out with no touch.
14-12.
And yeah, JFK up by 2. Brian with a good pass again. 31 to Justin with no block up. So moving the middle a little bit more off center to get away from the block, and that does the trick.
Yeah, we need a run here to let Mr. Knopp relax a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, Ethan back to serve. Let's see if Ethan can produce that. Good start, getting them out of system a little bit, and gets the free ball. Okay, Kevin's got to really push that one out, and does. And Jason at outside is able to put that one away down the line.
Good. Saw the line was open, right?
Yeah. And again, you know, you don't want to get blocked, but you also want to play a high-risk shot. And if it works, you keep doing it. Good pass this time from the libero. And they're able to get
right
that
where
set.
He wanted it, right in the middle.
Yep.
You always talked about that.
Exactly. So, yeah, tight game here. JFK up by 1. And again, we do have Jason in our front row outside with Justin Pember in the middle and Kevin front left. So just the 2 front row hitters with our setter. Makes it a little tricky. Jason just plays that ball in. They do the same, so we'll see if we get a little second chance here. And they were supposed to run a back 1 there. Kevin must have said on a free ball, we're going to run a back 1, and Justin maybe didn't realize it was a free ball, so he didn't run the back 1. Jason with a little shank there, but Brian's able to play it. Yeah, and you know it's going to go to that middle on a good pass because he gets up there. So we're down by 3 points here. And again, giving them confidence. They're going to take it. So we've got a jump serve coming their way. This one goes sailing out of bounds. A little lucky there.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could feel them start to get on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, that was a tough point.
Yeah.
I mean, you go 18, 14.
Exactly.
That's a little different.
Yep, and Daniel back to serve. He was serving the libero last time. That did not work. This time I think he gets smarter and moves it away from the libero, which I would do on the serve. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it, Daniel.
I've said that many times.
And he does serve the libero again.
Oh, man.
And,
we're not ready. We're not ready.
The setter dumps the ball there. Not ready. No block up. Not playing 2 hands on the ball on defense, Ethan. And we didn't get a dig. So, again, you talked about bad habits being developed. Reaching out with 1 arm when you can easily get 2 on it and increase your accuracy on the ball. Oh, that's a quick offense they're running there, but they were able to pick it up. Got the free ball again, going back to Brian. This time he lays one, and this number 5 back there made an unbelievable dig. He stood his ground, He really lit up their team, and they weren't able to close it for him. But wow, what a dig from number 5.
I'm glad we got that point.
Oh yeah, that could have been a huge momentum change right there from Brian's big bomb that he just hit. All right, and now we're tied up just like that. Again, Justin Pember with this nice service run. Got to keep it going. And as Justin's in the service spot, we have Darsh, our other senior middle, in the front left. Ethan with a little defense there. Again. Nice one-handed set from Kevin. It's still alive off the ceiling. Got a little excitement going. Oh, and the dump from Kevin here. We got the free ball.
Look at this rally.
Going short too much here, guys. Got to put it away. All right, we keep getting Ethan with the defense here. That's a good set. Oh.
That was a good rally. That's a good point for them.
Yeah, they're not lying down here.
They're not.
Again, a lot of energy, a lot of good defensive plays. We gotta swing a little earlier in that rally. Daniel gets a great pass. Got to move that hit around that block there. Oh, back set. Good block from Brian there. Really penetrating the net.
Oh, they're pumped up.
Yeah, up by 2 points again. Again, Daniel was able to get a great pass again, but it gets tougher and tougher if they keep a service run going as they jump serve it. Okay. He didn't like his toss there, so he's gonna stay down.
One of those serve.
Yeah. Oh, that's too tight of a set. That was close. They're gonna call it out, I believe. Not sure which way the ref is going on it. Let's see if they make up their minds here. They're going to bring in the line judges.
It was called in.
Yeah, I think there was a little confusion whether or not to call it in because the up ref, he pointed towards JFK first.
Flag guy
but
called it in.
But the line judge called it in. Again, smart play from Brian, kind of pushing it deep last second.
Because it's a 19-20 game, they're going to do it over?
Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's late in this game, 21-18. No, that can't be right. 20-18. Yeah. So it wasn't actually 19. They gave them the point too soon. Here comes a jump. I wouldn't have done that after all that time after he decided not to jump serve it.
That's a kick in the pants.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Good, interesting choice. Got to go for it, I guess.
Get the serve in here.
Yep, Kevin late in the game. Libero goes overpass, but they're able to keep it alive.
Yeah, they are.
Daniel gets back. Decent free ball pass. Ooh, Ethan gets blocked. They've got the free. Yeah, they're outside, got in the mix there. Well, they're pumped up now.
You talk about a team that believes that they can beat them now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now.
Go ahead.
It is a big change. It's late in the game, but their best player, number 2, in my opinion, is best in the back row for us. So I'm hoping that pans out for us. Okay, setter's out here. So he dumped it. Ethan with a beautiful set. It could not have been placed better, and he's able to get that kill. And Daniel's coming out for Jason. Jason now our front row outside. And again, you don't have to deal with the big blocking middle that they have, who's a big presence in the front row. So hoping down by 1, they can do it.
Kind of a softer serve there.
Oh, they calling a net? That's a lucky break for us to tie it up. His follow-through on his swing hit the net.
Ooh.
And again, you want to hold him in the serve receive, East Brunswick, as long as you can. As Brian drops it short middle and gets the overpass. That's it, Brian. Great back set. I don't know if it was touched, though. It's
Call it out.
out, yeah.
Well, there goes my prediction about this game. Although it's not over.
No. But it's close. Ooh, great serve right there. Downward trajectory on that jump float. And Libero setting back row. Whew. He really went for that deep corner, just missed it.
Yes, he did.
But he ripped it. And again, it's tied up now, 22 all.
I guess if you're in this situation, you might as well play hard.
Yeah.
Go for that kill.
Yeah, they're going for it. And we have Dylan back to serve.
He can get 3 in a row and make Mr. Knopp happy.
Dylan, sophomore libero here. Late in the game, gotta rely on you here. And now they're 2 points away from closing this game out. Brian, serve receive, perfect. Goes back to Ethan, and Ethan's able to really put that ball away this time. Correct his error.
That looks like an East Brunswick team. Right?
Yes. Again, 0-0 game. First to 2 points, I like to say. Wins it. 2 serves. Okay, gets him off the net, which is what you want. And Dylan's able to make that dig. Beautiful set to outside, but gets blocked. Oof. And now the game is on the line right here at 24-23. Frank, did you think we would be in a nail biter here?
No way. We're looking at the statistics and scores.
Yeah. Yep, Brian, a little tight. Kevin tries to go over on 2, does not work. He gets the ball up, though. Brian with a beautiful set from across the court. And Jason with the redemption from getting blocked the last point, now makes a smart play to tool him.
And the big guy, he has his elbow way above that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's jumping.
This is exciting. How about the noise level?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a nail biter. Daniel gets the ball. Oh, they're running a shootout to him. Whoa.
There he is again with that one arm hit you were talking about.
Yeah, that placement kind of push. And again, the ball was a little low for him on the shoot set. Very hard to coordinate with a setter and a hitter to push it so low all the way outside, but they did it. And again, pushed it a little too far outside. They're able to play it. Ooh. Ryan jumped a little higher on that one.
Early, too.
Yeah. He wanted to shut it down, and he was able to close that block real nice. That was great form on the block. And again, 0-0 game. We're going to win by 2 here. Whoever the team is, got to win by 2. Oh.
Man, why we do
overpasses. So again,
look at us. We are a confused team out there right now. The looks.
Yeah, a little confusion. Again, you have 2 hitters in the front row. Front row has to play that ball off the net. Jump serve on game point into the net. They're going for it. Yeah, they're trying to win. That one might not be the best decision in the world, but we'll see. Kevin has the game in his hands again late in the game as we go back and forth. Oh, great hustle. All right, and for the first time, we have game point after all this time.
All right, now what are you telling 13? What are you telling him? Just get the ball in?
He's been in this situation 100 times already. I'm not telling him a single thing. I don't like to say just get it in. I let him run with it. And he's rock steady on his serve. Great set, a little low. Brian's able to play it.
Why is it?
All right, we got a free ball out of it. Ethan plays it nice and high this time, going back to our consistent big hitter to close out that first game. Frank, we did not ask for it today, but we were handed a nail biter in that first one.
Whoa, baby.
Yeah.
Well, this showed me a lot about this team. Like I said, the resume coming in certainly didn't dictate that type of a game. However, East Brunswick still has that big target on their back. You know,
Yeah.
Four schools, the history, beat the Bears, beat the Red Division.
Yeah, we have such a rich volleyball history,
Right.
and our school has such a good reputation in any sport.
Right. So I get it. They were pumped, and
Yeah.
maybe we answered when we had to.
Yeah,
But they
everybody's
helped, but they helped.
with a
us,
couple
right.
missed serves and some free balls too. So they took risks in the wrong areas, I would say, at the end of the game. And again, if you're going to go for it all the way.
Right.
Don't free it over. You know, go up and swing at it like you had been doing all game. If you're going to jump serve your whole service run. Don't change it up. And you know, they had the confidence, they had the momentum, and they had a couple really nice hustle and effort plays.
Right.
And in volleyball, hustle and effort are going to give you a game against anybody.
Yeah, we weren't consistent, I don't think. As we look through the crowd there, any faces in the crowd there, Alex?
We have
Who do you see over there?
a ton of, well, we actually do have a ton of seniors. I'm sorry, not seniors. We have a couple graduates, I should say, that actually came back to see this
Cool.
game.
Are they behind us or across the street?
I don't know if they're across the street. I think
Probably
let's see.
next to us.
Yeah, they might be next to us here. But
But it's a good turnout.
yeah, but yes,
Turnout.
always good to see some returning players come back and
Right.
watch and support. And I think we have a returning female there in the crowd that I recognize, Balsamo, I think her
Oh,
last
yeah.
name is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there they are.
Yep. And again, just a great volleyball family.
Right.
Who else we got?
Well, I've been out of it for a few years.
Yeah,
so-
a couple parents. I think I see Kevin's mom over there. And who else we
I
got?
know a young lady, Mrs. Volyand, always used
Oh,
to
yeah.
be. Is she here today or no?
She is not here today.
And I don't mean.
Yep.
I don't mean your bride.
Yes, exactly. There's a very notorious Mrs.
No,
Volyand
not
for.
notorious. Sweet and nice.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice. Used to help us out a lot.
Oh yeah, big
Kids.
shout out right here, Mrs. V, for everybody who's had her in class. You know, she's doing well and
Good.
always supporting East Brunswick. And we have
And,
Andrew's mom there.
Our photographer.
Yep.
Okay, well, we're back. The Bears won the first one. As we know, volleyball is the best 2 out of 3. And if you read the paper, it's getting close to the best 3 out of 5. And the biggest negative about that is money. That's what's holding them back, money and time.
Yeah, and I'd like to take this time actually to bring up something else that's big in the volleyball evolution right now.
Okay.
So there are rule changes that have already taken place in college and professional levels that will be taking place in club next year. It's the new rule for setting, where double contacts for setting the ball will no longer be a violation.
Wow.
Yes, big change in volleyball. And it will trickle down eventually to high school, but it might be a little bit delayed. But we're seeing it happen, and it's definitely changing the game as we know it.
Well, carries and
Oh, yeah.
That's come a long way too.
Definitely. But this double contact rule, we're going to see how it affects the game overall. But I could see volleyball becoming a much more offensive, exciting game with a lot less referee calls and gray areas.
Well, they're tough.
Yep.
I mean, I know your guys, you, Greg, and Melissa are great at recognizing that call, especially up at the net.
Yeah, and it's not fair, too, because you have these really tactical, technical trainings that you develop over years and years and years to perfect your craft.
Right.
And I know a lot of people are hating on this new rule because they say, well, you put somebody in who's never set the ball in their life, they slap the ball with the two hands and they could get the job done.
Well, that's simplifying it. I'm not sure if that's.
No, there's a lot more skill involved in that. But
to be a referee.
yeah, Dylan with a great up there on defense. And Brian hammers it.
To be a referee in sports, especially volleyball, and because if you're not aware of the game, and you don't know the game, it's difficult.
Oh, yeah, to pick up on it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's going to help the refs as well. Because I know refs get in trouble sometimes, whether to make the call or not. That one might have bounced out of bounds, but I think there was no call made. Yeah, I just heard Coach Rutt say the same thing as me there, that the ball bounced outside on the net, outside of the antenna.
That's what I thought.
And that would normally be out of bounds. But as the expression goes, the ball never lies. So we were able to get that point and keep the run alive at 5-0 here. Again, just want to go back to that nice rally we had with Dylan sprawling in the middle of the court, getting a nice high pass in the center of the court where, not sure if Brian was able to hammer that ball that we saw moments ago. Libero with a little trouble on that one. And Kevin with a 5-point service run from going up 1-0 to 6-0 here. You'll notice Kevin is very disciplined and his serve doesn't waver too much. Sets it back but gets blocked here. Ooh, that might have been over. I don't know about that one.
That kid got some springs.
Oh, yeah. He got up there.
And I think he plays within himself, too. It's
Mm-hmm.
not trying to do
Not too much, yeah. Yeah, he's disciplined, yep. But they were able to stop the bleeding over there and get the ball back, but then gave it right back to us. So we have Brian here again with a little cushion this time.
Yeah,
so I'm
Brian's,
wondering.
He's not going to float it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
No.
I don't think so either. Oof. Now that's a serve.
And they handled it.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. Again, made it a little uncomfortable. And again, number 2 had to set the ball, so he was no longer an option to hit. So that's what you want to see with a little pressure from the serves. And again, he's able to get a little cushion, a little confidence going on that service line, and that's all he needed.
Well, the game of volleyball has really changed. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The scoring, when you could score, and then lets. Remember there used to be a let?
Yeah, so, yeah, with the side-out scoring, that changed the game entirely as well because you were able to serve as hard as you wanted without the penalty of losing a point.
Right.
And then the let serve, as you described as well. But rally, you get penalized for those missed serves. Dylan sets back, and Ethan gets blocked again. Yeah, I think we might have gone.
How about this? You did this.
Yeah.
The team, and this was prior to COVID, teams used to switch benches.
Sides, yep.
And the fans would
Switch as well.
It would be the swarm of they come over. And what the heck is going on?
Yeah, you'd see the waves of people intermingling through as they go back to get another seat.
COVID said, keep those kids in their chair. and then someone said, what a smart move. Let's just keep it this way. Now, if you're
Jason's able to chase that one down.
If your gym has a distinct advantage one way or the other, I could see
you'd want to switch sides. Right. Yeah, unless it's neutral. That's a 2 good ups from Brian. Great set. Whew. Got a touch on the block.
Yeah.
Are they calling it?
Oh, yeah. He called it.
Yeah. They weren't sure which way they were going to go with it, but there was a touch on the block that they did
Is that
agree
Pember
with.
in that shot? Is
That was Jason at outside who hit that. Jason Ernst.
Whoa.
Now that time Ethan didn't get blocked.
Right.
And again, going up with a lot of passion every time he hits the ball. So you want to see that in your approach footwork. You want to see that intensity every time you go up to hit.
Right. Is this a different volleyball team that we saw the first game?
Yeah. Yeah, they got a stern talking to at the end of that game, and I don't know if they're calling out there, but I thought that one was in. Yeah, that one was a tough call there.
Well, you know, my feeling in having a freshman.
Yeah, doing the line judging. Again, free ball, we teach our setters to break, and other teams know that, so they tell them, you know, hit it to the back row setter to keep them out of system, or cause a little confusion like that just happened. Ooh. And again, great downward trajectory on the serve. Gets into the seam between Dylan and Brian. And that's another place we like to serve at, is in between the players, not right at them. But he goes for the second serve, and that one's long. Again, can't blame him for that decision.
No.
He's trying to get a comeback going. As Ethan is in the back row, we're running a 5-1 offense, which means our setter is playing all the way around with 1 setter and 5 hitters and passers. So everybody could be an eligible hitter, obviously, except for the libero, as they go around the full rotation. And Kevin's setting.
That's not that's new too, the libero. Right? You didn't have, did you have that?
We did. It was
must
like
have been early.
Yeah, it was early on in the process getting a libero. But I will tell you a little something about that evolution. At first, we were training when we didn't have a libero to have the front row right side or whoever was playing opposite of the setter to be the backup setter. So in case the setter ever got the first ball, the opposite would become the offset. Now we're training people to have the libero do it from the back row.
Oh, okay.
And that does change things because the libero is not allowed to hand set in front of the 10-foot line. So if they ever do go in front of the 10-foot line, they have to bump set.
Okay, that makes sense.
But a college coach figured that one out, and everybody's been copying him ever since. Girls and boys. Daniel gets that serve going. And again, they're making a little unforced errors here on their part.
Yeah, that's a different game.
Yeah, the game we expected.
Correct.
We needed to wake up a little bit on senior night. Oh, set tight. And you hope Justin Pember can penetrate the net, get his hands, and close that block, because that was a really high, plenty of time to get there, and tight set that was very blockable. Got to have a stronger hand presence at that net. Again, going for it. But again, if it keeps going back and forth at this point, they got too long a way to go. As Dylan comes out, Pember back to serve, and Darsh is back in front left, as our seniors are both in the middles. Brian and Ethan in.
Did we touch that?
They're asking for a touch, but I don't think the refs saw it if there was one.
I mean, their whole team was falling
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. I don't think the ref called the whistle here. Are they playing it out? I don't know if they're playing that out.
Oh, no, he can't play that out. He should have been blowing that whistle.
I think they're going to redo it because they were all distracted by what the actual call was.
Well, he should have been blowing that whistle.
And the coaches are just having a quick little chat here, like, we're going to redo that one. Now,
there shouldn't be a discussion.
The only person I feel bad for is Allen, because Allen got in the game and was able to get a real nice bounce kill as he entered the game for his first point in the game, and they took it away from his stats because of that. Okay, let's redo that point here. So Pember serves it. Not the best set. Got the free ball. Daniel with a nice high pass to Allen. Okay. Allen with a nice touch, but who's getting that offset with the libero out now? Set outside. Darsh and Allen putting up a block. Allen gets a nice pass, bringing it outside to Brian. Ethan, don't go too far to touch that ball as he chases it.
He was chasing just to make sure.
Yeah, you always want to follow the ball to the line and no further. Don't step even an inch out of the line there. But great job following that ball. And again, Pember wants to keep his service alive. Getting a dig from Daniel there, who's really trying to step up on defense in our back middle defensive position. Yeah. It's, I think, 22-7, not 21-7, but either way. Okay. Again, when number 2 goes for that second ball, it kind of takes them all out of the system for JFK. So you want him to be a hitter.
Well, I was, disappointed the way we came out in the first
A little
game.
flat.
But I was happy for Kennedy, the way they played.
They played up.
They could make some noise maybe in this tournament. And I'm glad the Bears woke up because it's tournament time now.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And again, 28-26, I think, was the final score of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
So big change now. But
we dodged a couple bullets then.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this game's over, but if I was a gambler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you got Brian in the front row doing that kind of thing against a pretty big block, he could do what he wants. But I am happy to see that they picked it up a little bit as that ball goes just out of bounds deep on game point. That's a cardinal sin as well in volleyball. You never want to serve the ball out on game point.
Oh, there's another thing.
Yeah, very superstitious volleyball person. You never want to serve the ball out on game point. That's a big no-no. Yeah, because then you give the team an inch, they'll take a mile.
That's a good one. Boy, I'm getting educated. I can't wait to the girls in the spring.
Oh, yeah.
I got to do more reading up on my...
Okay, that one's in. Hits the back line there as we get aced. Again, Pember could have ended it for all of us, but we're in this position having to play it out. And again,
I guess he wants to keep playing.
He wants to keep playing. That's all it is. He wants more touches on the ball. It's his senior night. He wants to play in that back row position he doesn't normally get to play in. Get some digs. So let's see it, Justin. Get in your defensive spot. Get ready for it. He was hoping.
Tough way to lose that one.
Yeah.
Well, Felix, again, you added a lot to telecast, and thanks
course.
for dealing with my nervousness in that first game.
I was just as nervous.
And, good luck to the Bears.
Yeah, good luck to the seniors, too. Just,
Absolutely.
honoring them tonight. It's all about them, and good luck to their future careers and college educations and whatever they decide to do.
Okay, so let's give a little education
Yeah.
point here, a learning moment here.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do we need to do? What do these kids, these underclassmen that we have right now, need to do to get to the level that we want to be at and expect to be at?
So definitely want to play all the way all year round. So you want to play volleyball as often as you can.
And there's places to do that.
Yeah. Joining a club team. There's leagues you could join in the summertime. There's beach volleyball. That's very fun and also great conditioning for you. And then, East Brunswick offers clinics, off-season training, conditioning that the team does. And I think Coach Gunia has been leading it for the boys and the girls. Being a physical education teacher here, it's a great opportunity to get volleyball-specific conditioning, whether it be plyometrics, whether it be getting in the weight room. And again, this is something you do, not volleyball related, but keeps you conditioned for whatever sport you're playing. It's going to help you. But if you're at home wondering what you can do by yourself, plyometrics. And again, jump training, right? It's keeping yourself agile, springy. These are the things, the intangibles that are going to take our players, whether you be 5'10" or 6'2", those extra inches on your vertical in volleyball pay off.
And besides, exercises and drills, what can you do as an individual? What is the biggest thing that a young kid needs to do to be successful in volleyball? For instance, basketball, you're going to go out and shoot a million.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here it's a wall, right? We call it wall drills. So if you're by yourself, you're doing down balls against the wall. You're setting against the wall consecutively. You're passing the ball against the wall. Wall is the best feedback you could possibly get, because if you mess up, you immediately get that feedback that you messed up against the wall.
Right.
So wall drills, again, you could look on YouTube, be a student of the game, learn just by watching games, by what position you're playing. So if you're an outside hitter, pay attention to what outside hitters are doing in college. If you're a middle blocker, pay attention to middle blockers.
All right, good. Well, there's a freebie lesson from a guy that understands the game, volleyball. So, Felix, again, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure, friend.
Pags, to your group, thanks for
Thank you, Pags.
televising and keeping these. In 20 years, these kids are going to be watching this game, making fun of Felix and I. But
yeah,
it's a cool thing that the township does for our kids. So on behalf of everyone, thank you for that. Good luck to the Bears, Coach Patera and his staff. And seniors, a pleasure watching you over the last few years. So good luck to everyone.
Good luck to everybody.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. Love it. Thank you.